Beautiful communication skills. I love those beautiful communication skills, don't you? Pancake teach communication 101 at LACC. Beautiful, Andrea. What do we want? Y'all too quiet for me now. Y'all too quiet for us, our community. Is that right, y'all?
Hell yeah.
Solidarity, right?
Yeah.
One voice, right?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Hey!
Check it out. Out to you.
Right to there.
Because I remember when they built the yellow thing, that used to be a factory.
Yeah, the parking lot's gone, so they're doing everything from the blue this way, yellow this way, beige this way.
That used to be a factory.
Is the body in the truck?
So
On the parking lot. Part of the tower is going to be over here too.
that's going to be a different tower, a different complex.
Oh, it's two towers.
This is the one that we're fighting now. This one's pending.
Okay.
This one's next. All right. Yeah, it's crazy.
They already got 10, 11, and 12 farther down. Black or expansion? It's just black or. Oh, I thought it was black.
Yeah, that's what I thought I heard. But that's the mainstream media.
Description.
The green space?
Yeah.
This is merge it all. Takes on the spin, so give it all one.
Okay. Vegetarian tonight.
And you remember when you had to make a notify me the last minute of the day.
The voice of Cape. Andrea, we are here this morning here on 7th and Maple. LA Can, other organizations as we unite, you know, to oppose the future project that's supposed to be erected right here in 7th and Maple. Developers coming from outside, the 2020, you know, but this 33-story, 400-unit complex, not a good fit for downtown Los Angeles. If you look at it, it may attract so forth and so on. Then they're going to come and say, hey, get out of here. The presence of LAPD law enforcement here. But we're coming this morning and saying no to this development of this tower project. We're here to say no.
No.
We're here to say no. Hey, y'all move on up. Y'all going. Y'all going. Y'all get watch the news, okay? You know why we're here. Just go. That's it. And we're occupying this space right here, Andrea. So keep love alive and kick hate to the side. That's why we're here. We're not ready for it.
They might get over here later.
Yeah.
I like her dog.
The reason I'm against this huge, high-rise, ultra-high rent luxury apartment is that it will push out as the very affluent people move in. It will push out the poor people residing here now. So there's a homeless person sleeping on the street. That's all over the country today. So that's my statement.
Walk away with
Just for right now, just to try to get some pictures. Okay, we're just posting up.
So we're here to say no to this luxury tower coming to 7th and Maple and Skid Row. This tower is clearly not for the Skid Row community is in fact going to harm the Skid Row community through displacement and criminalization that will come with this building. And with vacancy rates at an all-time high in downtown, homelessness rates skyrocketing, this building is only going to be half empty, all likely, or half full rather. And so we're going to put this luxury building here with empty units while more and more people sleep in the street, preyed on by the police. And it is once again another example of how this city would prefer to deal with the homeless issue, which is not helping and housing folks, but marginalizing, criminalizing, and banishing people, further banishing them to the margins. And we're saying hell no to that.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah! No more empty units.
Is that your favorite?
We should.
That's a nice class. Yes, sir, Brother West. What you want, Brother
Say
West?
no to 7th and Maple.
Okay, Brother West.
Get one out of there.
What do we say, 7th and Maple?
No!
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 What do we say to 7th and Maple?
No!
What do we say, 7th and Maple?
No!
What do we say to 7th and Maple?
No!
What do we say to 7th and Maple?
No!
All right, y'all. All right. All right. What do we say to 7th and Maple?
No!
What do we say to 7th and Maple?
No!
What do we say to 7th and Maple?
No!
What do we say to 7th and Maple?
No!
What do we say to 7th and Maple?
No!
What do we say to 7th and Maple?
No!
What do we say to 7th and Maple?
No!
What did he say?
Well, yeah. Well, he said. This goes along with you and I were talking about. He said, no.
We're here this morning to oppose the prospective development of this property here on 7th and Maple. As the developer wants to come in and wrap it into a unit, 33 stories, I believe it's 400 units, loft. And we're saying no. We want affordable housing on this corner, 7th and Maple. That's what we want. That's what we're saying. That's what we're demanding. What are we saying to 7th and Maple?
No!
What are we saying to 7th and Maple?
No!
What are we saying to 7th and Maple?
No!
What are we saying to 7th and Maple?
No!
What are we saying to 7th and Maple?
No!
What are we saying to 7th and Maple?
No!
They sit next to you.
But this is what I'm saying. I've been across this country, man, many times. I'm still going. But this the only place in America where you gonna see this shit. That's your mayor. You got a construction company sitting right here on 10 Junior, digging all this shit out. Ain't no blacks on that team. But you got a bunch of blacks walking by.
That's another issue.
And they should bring
Bunch of blacks walking by every day.
And that's why they should bring that property back.
Every day walking by back and forth. Ain't want nobody say, can I get it down?
When Bush.
That's our
Stay
other
right there on San Julian. Shit right now. Ain't no blacks.
We need jobs in this community too.
We don't need for them to go outside of this community. That's your mayor, man.
But you know why? When you reenacted that Bush Proposition 209,
That's your
they
mayor.
get away with that.
That's your mayor.
They
Then
get
you
away
come over
they get away
here.
with that.
Then
That
you
was
come over here. You apply for a job. Well, I gotta learn to speak like you.
Permanent supportive housing right here, folks. That's what we want. What do we want here? Affordable housing, baby. What do we say the 7th and Maple? No. What do we say the 7th and Maple? No. What do we say to 7th and Maple? No. What do we say the 7th and Maple? No. Say it loud. Say it loud. That's from Brother Kevin Michael right there. Old Kevin said, never mind.
Oh, they still low the rent, too. Just low the rent. People can't afford to live down here. Low the rent. Give our place back. Give us our place back. Right.
Take it back.
Take it back.
Take it back, folks.
Back.
No, push back. When they push, we push back. That's the foolish system. Yeah, that's right. Santee Court, lost for rent. That's, oh my God. We with you, Madison.
Citizens mode.
Now organize.
Oh, shit.
Substandard conditions at the back.
Like
Poor
one day,
people can't afford it.
yeah, why not? It seems like you should make it lower. They can make it lower.
Yeah,
so,
but they don't because they want to make more money. So we.
I mean, did you want our help? Did you want us to help you? Okay. No.
838 East 6th Street. You go to Gladys, turn left to 6th Street.
Right there.
Where's the money going?
How many floors?
All the money's going to
More than 50, I think 33 floors, something like that.
walking down the street.
Yeah, 33.
We can't house the front. Show us the door key.
What do you want, Lydia? Say no to who?
Jail.
Seventh. There you go, girl. You know the mess. Como estás?
We want house keys. Show us the door keys. Show us the door keys. No, show us the door keys. The city council member came here last week. I told him we want housing first. All the other services after that. Get us off the street.
Right here. We're saying no. We're saying no. We're saying no. No destruction of a child body today, not tomorrow, that part. What's going on? What's really going on? We gonna go. This is our community. This is our community. If you gonna construct something like this, the better you coming in here, it's gonna be supportive housing for the people. That's what it's gonna be for our homeless vets.
Yeah.
That part. For our families with children. That's our message on today, y'all. They gonna come in here and, bring Beverly Hills. I'm just telling you the truth, y'all. This is downtown LA right here. And we want, folk here, we want housing right in our area here. We're not gonna be pushed out to Beverly Hills, y'all moving us all around. Y'all ain't gonna do that. Moving us all around, saying you got to go here, you got to go here, you can't stay here. We saying no to all that. No to 7th and Maple. What do we say to 7th and Maple? What do we say to 7th and Maple? What do we say to 7th and Maple? Patty Bowman, are you hearing this? saying no. Go for it. No! Share the wealth!
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 No double divide. That part. We're not accepting it, y'all. No kind of way we're not accepting it. Feet white. We're not going to accept it. No more. No more. We have a voice. We're going to see change. That's what we're going to see. Y'all wake up. Look at what's happening around you. Look where the funds is going. You too, city. You looking around. They want to construct a 33-story tower project here. On this site right here. What do you say no to it? Isn't that right? Say no to it. That's what we say. He's from East LA for a house. No. You're with it. It's solidarity, man. Tell our officials no. Not here. We gonna resist. We gonna push back.
It's our community.
Shot.
We live here.
Bring K over.
We have a voice. Housing here for this community.
Boy, I love you, man.
Saying no.
Drinking your coffee?
Just because we see
Nobody while you looking.
Oh, I ain't gonna hit nobody.
All right.
That's one thing.
If you do, put them in the back of the trunk.
Love your knees.
Let's dump them up at the day.
You okay? Oh, okay. I'll try. Hello, my name is Lydia Trejo from LA-CAN. I'm here to fight against what they're doing in the building. I know they're going to build it up, but we do not want it to be built because they're not going to make it for us. They're going to make it for people that have money and you know, people that can afford to live there. And that's not right. People live down here. They should be living in there, not us. And because they're going to be pushing out the homeless, I think that's kind of wrong. Thank you very much.
Folks, just a quick overview of what's going to happen. We're going to get started. Are folks cool with that? Yeah. All right. So just real quick, as everyone knows, we're here to say no to 7th and Maple because they're proposing a 33-story monstrosity luxury development for this whole piece of land right here, which none of it is going to be affordable for no one on Skid Row. None of it is going to have amenities for no one on Skid Row, and none of it is going to be park space for folks on Skid Row. What do we say to that? No! That's right, that's right. So look, we're gonna give it a few minutes, get behind the podium. We're gonna go pay a wake-up call to our law friends who live in Santee Courts because they publicly were supporting the creation of this monstrosity that doesn't benefit the 557 people that live just across the street. When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Housing! When do we want it? Now!
Yes, sir. What are we saying the 7th of April? No! What are we saying the 7th of April? No! What are we saying the 7th of April? No! What are we saying the 7th of April? No! What are we saying the 7th of April? No! What are we saying the 7th of April? No! We're going to hit the skyscrapers now. No more! 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 You like us now? That part.
Show us the door keys. When I say show it, y'all say door keys. Show us the door keys. Show us! Show us! The door keys! 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 Show us now! The door keys!
I'm here today because I oppose luxury development being proposed at this corner right here, this very corner. I oppose this project because it will not benefit residents of Skid Row. This community needs more housing, we need more jobs, we need more green space This project will not create that. What will be created here is a 33-story building, tower, of luxury housing, shops which no one in this community would be able to afford or access. At a time when homelessness is rising, Los Angeles has already declared a state of emergency on homelessness. The city, you cannot allow business as usual developments to occur in this community, where development and investment in creating luxury housing which remains vacant. Look around you. For example, downtown Los Angeles, the vacancy rate is at an all-time high, 12%. This is the highest it's ever been over 17 years, yet you continue to allow skyscrapers to be built. On behalf of our community, we ask you, Councilman Jose Huizar, not to support this project. Thank you very much.
What do we say to 7th and Maple? No! What do we say to 7th and Maple? No! What do we say to 7th and Maple? No! Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Good morning. My name is Steve Diaz, and I am with the Los Angeles Community Action Network, LA CAN. We felt that it was really important as this project moved forward to really call attention to the increased vacancy rate. Downtown Los Angeles currently has a 12% vacancy rate, the highest it's been in 17 years. Yet City Hall, Councilmember Huizar, the Planning Commission, and others allow for luxury development like this to occur. How can we continue to allow skyscrapers to come into our community to remain vacant when we're in the middle of a homeless crisis? That's a shame. That's a shame. That's a shame. Voters already put forth their effort with the passage of Proposition HHH and H to build more housing, yet the city of LA has not moved forward in creating enough affordable housing. We continue to allow skyscrapers, we continue to allow luxury housing that does not benefit the most neediest Angelinos, and that is a shame. We call on you, Councilmember Huizar, to A, stop this development until it can provide actual true concrete benefits and affordable housing for Skid Row residents. When we say affordable, we mean truly affordable to folks who live on Skid Row, not $45,000 for a family of 4. No one can afford that. That's out of range. We call on the city to take proactive measures and figure out some sort of policy that takes into account homeless encampments that are in front of developments that are being proposed. Folks who live in tents are skyscrapers as well, and the city needs to take them into account. Lastly, the city of LA must do something immediately to address the vacancy rate in downtown Los Angeles. We cannot allow for these empty units and these underutilized properties to exist while people sleep on the street. And 7th and Maple is the perfect example.
Stop this development!
Hello, my name is Andreea. I'm a member of LA CAN and the Downtown Women's Action Coalition. And we're here today to oppose the residential high-rise with 450 units of housing. In the Downtown Women's Action Coalition's needs assessment from 2016, housing was identified as the #1 most needed resource in this community. But out of the almost 400 women who were surveyed, not one of them would be able to afford the rent here, not one. 400 units will be luxury market rate housing, and only 50 units will be called affordable. In this case, meaning that a family of 4 will need to make about $48,000 a year. This is out of reach for folks in our community, and this building will be built directly in it. Homeless count numbers from this year show that there are more than 4,600 homeless people in Skid Row alone, and the majority of development that is happening all around us in downtown will only make these numbers go up. For example, the Madison Hotel is a residential hotel less than a block away from here. It has 203 units of housing. And up until a few years ago, when the ownership changed to Cameron Siegel, this building was almost fully occupied. Now it is up for sale again and is advertised as being, quote, potentially delivered with 108 units vacant. That is over half of the building. What do you think happens to those people? Cameron Siegel and his management company, William Holdings, has successfully displaced dozens of tenants from their homes, with some of them currently living on the streets. It is also important to note that the ad ends with the quote, "There is a tremendous upside in the location given the rapid gentrification that downtown LA is experiencing." We are not just opposed to this building because of the future it brings to our community, but what it is already doing now. We urge Councilmember Weezar to take action and stop this development and ensure that development downtown is meeting the immediate needs of all its residents.
Just a quick reminder, the folks who live at Santee Courts were publicly supporting this development. We're publicly saying this is the best type of housing that can come into the community. Yet clearly they know that folks live on the other side in Skid Row, or this is technically Skid Row, and refuse to take those voices into account. So we're gonna go give them a little morning wake-up call in the spirit of LA Can. Who's ready? Yeah! Who's ready? We're ready! Who's ready? Yeah! Pancake, where you at?
Right here, get this corner. What do we say to 7th and Maple? No! What do we say to 7th and Maple? No! What do we say to 7th and Maple? No! What do we say to 7th and Maple? No! What do we say to 7th and Maple? No! What do we say to gentrification? No! What do we say to gentrification? No! What do we say to gentrification? Hell no!
Yes, let's go. Yeah, we're going to a parking lot.
Which way we going? Beautiful, let's take this walk to the parking lot. What do we say to 7th and Maple? No! What do we say to 7th and Maple? No! What do we say to 7th and Maple? No! What do we say to 7th and Maple? What do we say to 7th and Maple? No! What do we say to the Project Towers? No! What do we say to the Project Towers? No! What do we say to 7th and Maple? No! What do we say to gentrification? No! What do we say to gentrification? No! What do we say to gentrification?
Hell no!
What do we say to gentrification? Hell no! What do we say to 7th and Maple? No! What do we say to
coming out this way to the street.
No, you stepped in my space, huh?
You're in my space.
Yeah, no, you in my space.
Now step out. So what?
You ain't said nothing.
So what?
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I'm saying. Come on, man. You ain't did shit. You ain't did shit. You ain't said shit.
Come on now, come on. There's no need for this.
I'm standing here, bro. You ain't said shit and you ain't did shit. I ain't said shit. Oh, I'm not innocent. You just walked up, player. You just walked up. You just walked up. You just walked up.
Yeah. Let's all calm down.
All right, this is cool.
Thank you. Take it next to this way. Thank you. Fine.
Come on, Leo.
No way.
Andrea, come on. Come on.
Hey! The people say no. See? Do you hear it?
No.
Are you hearing the city hall? We're saying no. No.
No. No. No. No.
No. No. No. No. No. No. No. No. And Jeff's crew. DSA. Make some noise! So we're going to have to continue to organize to ensure units don't remain vacant and to ensure skyscrapers are not allowed to come that don't benefit us. So be ready for the next steps. Be ready to come back. Thanks, everybody. Let's leave us some noise!
We'll be back! 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 We'll be back!
We'll be back.
And you can take that one to the bank.
That part.
Of course.
Como estás, amigos? Yellow shirts in the house.
Real housing is for the poor, not just the rich.
Public safety.
The rich already have housing.
Y'all got the order.
We want housing for the poor.
7th of May. What are we saying the 7th of May for? What are we saying the 7th of May for? What are we saying the 7th of May for? What are we saying the 7th of May for? What are we saying the 7th of May for? What are we saying the gentrification? here, man. Shit. Way, man. No way here, man. I'm not gonna see it.
Yeah.
Quiet song.
Take it and smash it.
Quiet song. What do we sing to the public? No one. No, 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 no. That's what we're saying to the public.
I can work on it yeah.
No more empty units.
Is that your favorite? We should.
That's a nice class. Yes, sir, Brother West. What you want, Brother
Say
West?
no to 7 from Maple.
Okay, Brother West.
Can you get one out of that?